Diabolical things I want in a man. Number 1, height. My man's gotta be above 6'2". My last 2 boyfriends were 6'3". Both of them. And they were jacked. And they looked really good. How am I supposed to downgrade from that? So, unfortunately, my next man will have to be 6'2" and up. Number 2, you can't have a gut. I need you built. I need you fit and going to the gym multiple times a week. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna date a fat guy. If I can be in the gym 5 days a week and be fit and care about how I look, you can do it. Number 3, he cannot have a salary cap. Whatever career he's in, he needs to have multiple streams of income, and we need to be able to make as much money as possible. That's why I will never date a guy who works in corporate. What is your 100K salary cap gonna do for me? The max you'll ever be able to get to is 150? Yeah, no, we're good. I need you in a career that is going to make us money. I am a lover of luxury. I like expensive things. I like expensive vacations. So will you, if you're my man. So we need a career that can support that. Number 4, whenever we travel, he's got to be flying his business. I'm sorry, we're not sitting in economy together. It's just not happening. Again, this is where the lack of salary cap is really going to help. And number 5, he's got to have a really nice watch. I'm not really impressed when I hear somebody has a Rolex anymore because those can be really cheap. I would much prefer if you had an AP or a Patek and maybe multiple of them. The Rolex can be your day watch and it still better be 50K plus.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I said this in my other video. A lot of women do not have self-awareness. And of course, we talk about accountability a lot, but I don't think we talk about self-awareness a lot. Most women lack self-awareness. If a lot of women have self-awareness just like men do, the dating market is going to be better than what it is now. Because every woman think they're the special thing, or every woman think they're 10, or every woman think they're better than what they actually are. Because listening to this girl, it just pinpoints and just show the reason why relationship and dating is fucked up right now. She's just making it more clearer to why relationship and dating is fucked up right now. And she don't even have self-awareness either. Of course she don't. Because when you listen to her, she says something like, I've dated guys that are 6'3" and 6'2", but she's single though. She's single. That's one thing she's failing to realize. That's why I spoke about self-awareness. This is one thing she's failing to realize. You dated this guy that's 6'2", you dated this guy that's 6'3", you dated this guy that's 6'5", whatever. But yet you're still single. And you can come to conclusion or think about it or look in the mirror and be like, okay, if I've dated a guy that's 6'3" and 6'2" and 6'5", all these guys with all this money and shit, why the hell am I still single? It's only women that can go around saying stupid shit like this and get away with it. Only women. And so many times you hear women say stuff like, I got guys in my DM and they DM me and they send me 100 messages and I got all these people that wants to date me and all this shit. And they flex about these things and they don't have a self-awareness to be like, or a common sense to be like, all these people want me, but none of them want to keep me. The same thing with this girl. You keep mentioning all this amount of money you want, and you want him to fly business class, you want him to do this, you want him to do that. But why ain't you thinking, let's just assume you met a guy like this. Can't you have a common sense to think, number 1, do this guy even want me? Number 2, am I even attractive enough to attract this kind of people? Number 3, this guy will want something from me, even if this guy wants me. Number 4, this guy is successful and a lot of people might want this guy. Most women do not. These 4 things I just mentioned, a lot of women don't think about these things. Because most women think they can just get any guy they want. Because she's just listening stupid shit. If you don't have Rolex, it's cheap, and this is bad, and that is bad. If you don't fly business class, because I don't want economy and all this shit. Let's even assume this guy exists, and you found this guy. what make you think this guy is gonna want you? Because all these things you're saying, like I dated 3 guys that are 6'2", and it's cap. She's just lying. She's just lying. I can guarantee you she's just lying. There's one thing different between a man and a woman. Men usually lie about their financial status. Like you could meet a guy and he could lie, be like, "Yo, I got money. It's fine, money. Yeah, I make money." Men lie about their financial status. Women lie about the kind of guy they date. It's usually dating a relationship. A woman could tell you, "Oh yeah, my last ex-boyfriend is this, 6 foot tall, and he's a millionaire and shit," to inflate whatever she got going on. Men, on the other hand, will lie about money to inflate his own personal status. That's the difference between a man and a woman. If you see a man lying about shit, it's usually money. And if you see him lying about money, it's usually because of a woman. It's always because of a woman. And the same thing goes for a man. If she lies about the amount of guys she dated, it's usually because of a guy. But let's get back to this idiot. Firstly, she ain't even that attractive to attract the kind of person she wanted. Because obviously, if she's attractive enough, these people will not be dumping her. This so-called boyfriend with 6'3", 6'5", whatever. She won't be single. Because if she's that attractive and she's that fun to be around, or whatever she got to offer these people, she won't be single right now on social media talking about the kind of guy she wanted. And this is one of the biggest problems I have with the modern woman. I'm not saying every woman. Of course, there are women out there with common sense. There are women out there that have huge self-awareness. There are women out there that know that take accountability for shit. But majority, though. Majority. And that's what's killing the dating market right now. Because you go on a date. Think about going on a date with someone like this. You waste, let's say you're a normal dude like me, for example. You work, you go to work, you make your money, then you have to go spend $200 on idiots like this. You're going to have a shitty day. You're just going to have a shitty day because you work so hard. Now you have to spend that money on idiots like this. It's just going to ruin your whole day. And I know almost every man I've gone through the situation where you go on a date and you think, okay, I like this person, let me spoil this person, or let me take care of this person. And it's just a dumbass person like this. And it's the biggest problem we got. And I know people don't want us to talk about this shit because it's about women. Anything that concerns women, they try to silence you and shit. But this is the reason why the dating market and the relationship shit is fucked up. And I know they want to put it on men and the patriarchy and sexism and misogynist, all this bullshit. But this is exactly the reason why the dating market is fucked up. Because the things she's demanding are just not reasonable. He has to fly business. He can't have a Rolex, and he can't have a job. He needs to do something there's no salary cap, and he needs to do this and he needs to do that. It's me, for me. But not in this video. One time did she mention what she's capable of doing for that person. Why would you think you're going to request something like this and you don't think that person is going to want something in return? And what makes you think that person is going to want you? How did you come to this conclusion that this person is just going to see you and want you? Yeah, maybe he might want you for sex, just like the previous 2 guys is done with you because you're still single. You're still single. Obviously, those guys don't want you either. And you can't have look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. This is why people advise you not to date a girl after 30, because, this is exactly the reason. Because now she's going to keep dating these guys that are 6'3", 6'5", 6'2", 6'1", 6'7", whatever. And they're going to keep, running through her and jumping her, sleeping with her and dumping her, sleeping, dumping her. And by the time she's 30 or 31 or 32, now she's going to tell you, oh, I'm smarter now. I'm wise now. I understand myself better. I've healed now. This is exactly why all this, the red pill thing keeps saying don't date people, don't date a woman that's 30 years old because imagine her. By the time she's 39, she slept with all these 6'2", 3, 4 guys, 6'10" guys. Now she's going to look for an average looking person, marry that person and ruin his life because that's not what she wanted in the first place. That's not the first choice. Because a girl like this is going to end up with a normal dude. Normal dude, that's a good dude, for example. Fuck his life up because it's not his first choice. Run away with 50% of the shit or cheat on him or treat him bad because she thinks she deserves this guy in a business class and, with a Patek watch, whatever. This is exactly why the relationship and dating market is fucked. And that's why I don't blame a lot of men because you've seen so many men, opting out of dating now. You see so many men, they just want to play their video game and don't waste money and save their money and shit. I don't blame them. I don't blame them, but you think about it, imagine spending money on something like that. That's going to ruin your whole week. So I don't blame men that don't want to date. I don't blame men that keep saying most women out here just waste of time because this is a definition of a waste of time. Anyone going out with someone like this is just a waste of time. You just wasted your whole day or night or your money. It's just a waste of time. Because someone like this is not going to learn. It's not going to learn until she's 30 something. That's when she's going to join a church or become this, this huge sister. Or suddenly she start telling you what the journey she went through and whatever. And now you got to accept her for who she is and all this bullshit. Honestly, I wish a lot of women talk to themselves, but I know a lot of women are going to support her anyway. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Do you think she's right or wrong? Let me know what y'all think. Please like and subscribe, man. I'm out of here.